Welcome to 4IR. Biocatalysis refers to the use of living systems or their parts to speed up chemical reactions. It's a key part of modern organic synthesis in the chemical, pharmaceutical, and other industries. The Industrial Biocatalysis Hub is an initiative of the Technology Innovation Agency and the Department of Science and Innovation and is hosted at the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Let's dive straight into this fascinating branch of science.
I'm Dr. Steenkamp. I'm a principal researcher at CSIR in the chemical cluster, and I'm also the director of the Industrial Biocatalysis Hub of South Africa. It was a normal childhood. I think my father had a farm in the northwest in Zeerust, and we would go there on weekends because we still stayed here on the East Rand. And you know, when you slaughter a cow, I was always there trying to see what's different and what's this inside all of these things in the cow. So I think that's why my love for science basically started. I studied biochemistry and chemistry as my majors for my third year, and then I went on to specialize in biochemistry from my honours up to my PhD. It's evolved quite a bit. I mean, when I was still studying a number of years ago, you know, they were busy with DNA and genetics and whatever, but what they do now for CRISPR and all these things to create new organisms is absolutely light years ahead from what they were at that stage. Biochemistry was always there, but also not what we are doing now, because biochemistry is basically studying what's going on in any living organism. While with biocatalysis we actually have commercial applications for those enzymes, so it's not anymore in the human body or in a microorganism, it's actually for applications in industry. If we do find a microorganism that is good but it doesn't give the right yields, then we will actually pass it over to them, because it's actually a whole new field, you know. So we specialize in biocatalysis, and our colleagues then will get busy with the genetics to try and create a better organism. Yeah, no, we use GMOs on a constant basis, microorganisms, so it's not that we are going to do this to the humans, it's just modifying microorganisms, yeah. So we were doing biocatalysis from about 2000, I would say, but then in the decadal plan of the country, the Department of Science and Innovation actually identified biocatalysis as being very important in growing the bioeconomy of the country. And because of that, in 2020, they actually brought out a call from DSI and TIA and asking for people to then put in proposals to host the Industrial Biocatalysis Hub. And CSIR then were chosen to host this hub. And since 2021 we have been privileged to host this Industrial Biocatalysis Hub. In the hub we have some nodes, so at universities we've selected 5 universities. Wits University of Western Cape, Free State, Fort Hare, and did I say Rhodes already? And basically what they do is they train youngsters with postgraduate degrees in biocatalysis, so honours, masters, PhDs. And then at the hub itself we take on projects from industry partners, so they come to us with a specific product that they want developed, and we will develop the technology, and we do it from screening phase up to scale up. To a scale that will give them the confidence to actually commercialize it. Bioeconomy. So the bioeconomy looks at everything that's green, so your biotechnology, anything with biologicals that can be used to commercialize stuff and then build the economy. So because it's biological, it builds in the economy, and that's for that reason bioeconomy. So, like I said, we use nodes, and they do some development of postgraduate students, and they do some industrial type research. But what we do here is to take on about 3 to 4 to 5 enterprises per year, and sometimes they have up to 3 projects that we're working on for each of these nodes, enterprises, and then we develop the technologies, like I said, from idea generation. We optimize, we find the biocatalyst, and then we do a downstream process development. So we do the whole chain of the technology, and then we license it to the industry partner, and then they can actually commercialize it.
Hi, my name is Lesego Nkumise. I'm the Divisional Human Capital Manager in the CSIR. I'm supporting the Advanced Chemistry and Life Sciences Division. Okay, we actually have a number of programs for human capital development. The most common one for young people who want to join the CSIR is through our bursary program. And that's where we support full-time students who are studying in South African universities full-time and doing qualifications that are relevant to the delivery of the CSIR strategy. So we're looking for skills in chemistry, like you said, bioengineering, and these really depends also on the aspirations that the students have in terms of their career prospects. So depending on where they want to go with their careers, we then find the suitable spaces in the CSIR because we've got a number of divisions that can accommodate their skills. A student can start off as a bursar, and once they complete their studies, or maybe even before that, while they are still studying, we do give them an opportunity to explore the work environment through practical exposure, and we give them opportunities for vacation work. And when they come in for their vacation work, that's where they see the different disciplines in reality and practically, where they can then say, this is where I really maybe want to grow and specialize. So the fields of specialization then develop from there. And like you said here, there's bioengineering that they can then do. The chemists can come in, and as you would have seen in the lab, they can explore and then develop their interests from there. I think for our students that come in, they always appreciate the opportunity to work with world-class scientists that are world-renowned, that do groundbreaking work, and they grow from these mentorship relationships that they develop. But not only the opportunity to be in the CSIR, but the networking and collaboration that they can get in the market. I would say, chase your dream. It is up to you to make it worth it. In the CSIR, we've got career ladders where it is in the scientists' hands to shape and direct their research career. So if you focus on doing that and you drive your passion, we will be able to support you and see you to realize your dream.
Welcome back to 4IR. CSIR researchers have perfected the method of biocatalysis to improve many industries. Dr. Lucia Steenkamp will now tell us more.
In the last 2 and a little bit of years for the Industrial Biocatalysis Hub, we've started with a project for AP Bio. They wanted us to look at the insecticidal or insect repellent product, and so we used citrus essential oils. We added some enzymes, and the enzyme then converts some of the existing compounds in the citrus oil to other compounds, and then suddenly it's insecticidal and insect repellent properties. And they licensed this technology from us, and they're actually doing fantastic already in the field, selling it to other partners. One of the big, I think, successes will be the one project that they are working on is they take what they call long-lasting nets. So they put this one product in the long-lasting mosquito nets, and because it's insecticidal, it will actually kill the mosquito when it gets to the net. So they are busy now with approval from the World Health Organization. If that comes through, then they will actually have a very, very big application for their product. Another one is the Oris butter that we've developed for purists, where you take the roots from this beautiful purple iris flower. And normally they incubate it for 2 to 5 years under specific conditions, but you must be very careful, otherwise you get fungal growth on those roots. And we found an enzyme that can do it in 48 hours. So we've developed this technology for them, and we've also licensed it to him. For Linusette, we're looking at intermediates for other pharmaceutical productions. We are looking at a product for Kepri, where we use waste streams to make animal feed, that you can use this in drought conditions or communities that can't afford very expensive feeds. We are looking at a new generation bioplastic. We're looking at a product for Recobra, where they want to use it in the mining industry to basically beneficiate or capture again some of the very expensive products in there, in the waste streams. Yeah, so we've done quite a number of projects over the 3 years for the Industrial Biocatalysis Hub.
My name is Nzwagi Mosina, and I'm a postdoctorate here at the CSIR. I've always been a child that was very curious and interested in knowing how things work and understanding the fundamentals and the nature of different aspects of the things that we use in day-to-day life. So I think building off of that naturally led me into a career in science and pursuing the sciences as well. So it just basically, behind my personality and natural characteristics, early in my life, I recognized the instrumental value of science, let me say. So with CSIR, we work on a number of projects, particularly us in biocatalysis. So most of the projects that we have that are currently running are centered around projects that are based in the flavor and fragrance industries. We also have projects within the animal feed sector, and also some that are relevant to the mining industry as well. So we work on a number of projects and providing sort of solutions or biosolutions using biocatalysis. I joined the CSIR in 2022. With this particular group, which is a biocatalysis group, I was actually interested in pursuing further research and gaining skills in this particular sector. So with my previous studies and experiences, I felt that this would just be the next step in order to build my career further. Because of the nature of the work that we do, which is often intended for commercialization, it has given me a different insight into the relevance and the need for science within the South African economy, and how we as scientists can actually contribute to that through research, development, as well as innovation. We would like to see, because science is actually dynamic in its nature. So even if you've studied or intended to pursue a certain path in science, because science, technology and engineering is always evolving. So we'd like to see more young people also come through and gain experience as well, and see the benefit behind such establishments such as the CSIR. And we'd also like to see more senior people as well play an important role in taking us up as young people as well and developing our careers further. So a bit more investment on that, although there is already investment, but there can always be room for improvement, if I could say. So one of the projects that we currently have in the biocatalysis group involves the conversion of vegetable oils such as soya into products using enzymes. So Mutlalipule and Mutlading will demonstrate that.
So what I'll be doing here, I'll be measuring the oil. I'll be measuring the oil into the measuring cylinder, 50 ml. I'm going to be taking 50 ml of that. And then thereafter, I'm going to add it into this beaker.
And then the next step in the process is measuring 50 ml of distilled water into a measuring cylinder. And then after that, we mix it with the oil.
So the following step from that, we're gonna scoop out an enzyme to catalyze the reaction, and then we add it into the solution. And now this is the reaction that will be incubated.
Welcome back to 4IR. Dr. Steenkamp will now tell us about the importance of biocatalysis and biomanufacturing to the South African economy, as well as the many benefits of commercialization of these solutions, especially to export to the global market.
Well, the manufacturing industry in South Africa is one of the pillars of the economy, so it's bringing up in quite a bit of money for the country, and the biomanufacturing sector is now starting to pick up, so that will contribute to the bioeconomy. So if we then commercialize these technologies through these different enterprises and they start selling overseas and they creating jobs for youngsters to come and work in the industries, that will definitely have a huge impact on the future of the country. My father was my role model. He was really such an inspiring person. I didn't have much growing up, but he just told me, you know, whatever you do it to the best of your ability. So he was just amazing as well. If you've got a problem, he will try and solve it in whatever way. So yeah, he really was my role model. I don't think it's really challenges. You study at university, you get your first job and whatever, so I don't really see it as challenges. The challenges is in the job, when you get all these different applications that the different companies want. So I don't really see that as a challenge, so I think no more than the average person that I have any challenges. I must say again, when I was doing my honours and my masters, I was actually the only person at that stage doing the degree, and my professor basically left me to figure out most of the stuff myself. So I think because I've done that, I really learned how to do research, and I must say I haven't really found that there was a discrimination because I was a woman, because I was always working very hard and actually getting very good results. We really need to build science, because science and the implementation of these products from science is very important for the country to grow. I think especially after COVID, we really need to rebuild the country with jobs and whatever. So the youngsters must really find their passion. I mean, whether it's biological science, computers, whatever, they must really embrace it. Do the best, go to university and do your best, and then apply for a job. But just go out there and embrace what's your passion.
The Industrial Biocatalysis Hub also trains scientists through mentoring and skills development with the following nodes currently supported: Wits University, University of Fort Hare, University of the Free State, University of the Western Cape, and Rhodes University.
My name is Motlodi Mutimele, and I studied BSc Honours in Biochemistry at Wits University.
My name is Mia Mutlalupula. I studied BSc in Physical and Chemical Sciences, majoring in Biochemistry and Chemistry, and thereafter BSc Honours in Chemistry.
So I joined the CSIR in February this year after applying for an internship position, and I interviewed around November, and then January I was called in.
I joined CSIR February this year. I applied for the advert under the biocatalysis, so I did an interview around November, and then late January, I was called in to start for the internship. The CSIR as a science student, is a dream place for any science student to go work into. So I wanted to work for the CSIR to enhance my skill, to learn more about science, and to become a competitive researcher.
The CSIR is an organization that focuses on bringing about social change through research and innovation. And as a science student, I wanted to be part of such an organization that will allow me to grow as a scientist and also grow personally. Being part of the CSIR has taught me a lot. I've been here for 6 months and I've had the opportunity to work alongside experienced researchers and scientists, and I've learned a lot from them, and I've had the chance to improve some of my skills. And I believe that will make significant contributions to my personal and professional development.
For me, I have grown in such a way that I'm having a hands-on experience dealing with the real-world problems. And above that, it has been good in a way that I have developed in terms of the experimental design, that the design, it has to be economical, and it has to take into consideration the large-scale production. So the method has to be feasible and easily applicable.
So when I first got here in February, I found very welcoming and people who enjoy their work. And obviously getting into an environment like that has helped me improve, and the relationship with the people I work with is very, very good, because they allow me to learn and they've taught me a lot.
My relationship with my mentor is very good because there's a room for improvement and learning too, and she's good in terms of guiding, and she allows people to be themselves, to be innovative in the most comfortable way for themselves, in the way that they can be.
All I can say for young people out there who want to become scientists is that it is possible. All it takes is for you to work hard and be dedicated to your work. And opportunities are out there. All you have to do is work hard, and then you will become a very good scientist.
What I can say to them is that do well in your studies. Do well in your studies, and don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Applying for those jobs. One day you'll get what you want, and then once you get in, showcase yourself, what you can do, and the best will come from that.